Hello, my name is Gosia.
My name is Piotr.
My name is Adam.
My name is Frank.
Today we are in Paris, and Frank is our guide. He will show us the best French pastries in vegan version. So you will see in which places you should eat French pastries if you are vegan.
Here we are for our first stop at Land and Monkeys, one of the 5 venues of this chain of boulangerie-pâtisserie bakeries. Its first one opened in 2020, and we're gonna have a French breakfast here.
So like French pastries or French croissants?
Both of them.
Here we have some typical French pastries, and Frank will explain us what are these pastries, when the French people eat them, what is specific about them. So what do we have here?
So we have, of course, the croissant, the most famous one. So something that is typical to eat in the morning, with the pain au chocolat. So another viennoiserie.
It's viennoiserie?
Viennoiserie, like from Vienne.
Okay.
But it's been imported in France, and now it's part of the typical French breakfast.
So this is viennoiserie, and this is pastry.
Yes, and this is pastry. This is tartelette citron meringue. So in English, sorry, lemon meringue.
Lemon
tarts.
meringue, okay.
Yeah. Lemon meringue tarts.
Yeah. It's very typical French, right? This
Yes.
lemon meringue.
Yes. Meringue was one of the latest thing that has been turned vegan, because it was hard to make the
foam, right?
without the
thing,
without the yellow, the white of the egg. So there are different ways to reproduce it, like for instance with aquafaba.
Yeah, aquafaba, what I'm doing at home. Yeah.
So this is more of an afternoon tea cake.
Okay.
And those are more like morning pastries.
Morning for breakfast.
For breakfast, yeah.
And this is also for breakfast, or
For breakfast and afternoon, so that's chocolate brioche.
brioche.
Yeah.
So this one is made from yeast, right?
Yeah.
It's yeast dough.
Yeah.
Do French people eat a lot of sweet breakfast, or?
Well, I'd say nowadays French people would more like eat like regularly in the morning during weekdays. They would more eat like toast or cereals, but for breakfast, for instance, on Sundays for brunch, they would be more likely to eat like croissant and coffee.
And if this croissant is usually a plain croissant or stuffed with something?
Oh, the croissant are usually plain. Like in France, they usually not stuffed with something. At least not in Paris.
Okay.
But there are other recipes that can be done with croissant. Like the non-vegans would eat croissant with cheese and ham, but you can make it also vegan the vegan way, of course.
So you can have croissant sweet or savory. Actually, it's both ways good.
Yes.
The smell, it's beautiful.
So in the morning, in French cafes, we like to have our croissant with coffee, and there are different ones. There's the espresso with no milk whatsoever. There's the noisette with just a little bit of milk, and there's the cappuccino with more milk, and then there's the latte.
In France, we have a couple places with sweets, like boulangerie, right? Patisserie and viennoiserie.
Viennoiserie.
So what is the difference?
So usually the places are called boulangerie, patisserie, and boulangerie refers to the breads, baguettes, etc. And maybe the viennoiserie, which are the croissants that we ate, the pain au chocolat, everything that is made with this layered dough, you know. And patisserie is more about, like for instance, the cake, like the lemon meringue tarts.
Okay, or this chocolate tarts, or this sophisticated French desserts.
This is like the éclair au chocolat. Yeah, these kind of patisserie.
In France, there is tradition that you never leave anything on a table, so please remember when you go to restaurants or cafe, everything needs to be eaten. I was kidding. You never leave great food on a plate.
What is this place, Frank? It looks different than a normal cafe.
So this one is a vegan concept store.
Okay.
It's both a coffee shop, a restaurant, a grocery store, and a fashion store.
Wow.
And everything is vegan inside.
Everything in one. So you
Yeah.
can also have like lunch here or brunch.
Yeah, you can have brunch, you can have lunch, you can have dinner,
Oh.
afternoon tea.
Guys, look at these cakes. They look beautiful.
Here we are with Héloïse Arrêté. She's the pastry chef of the Aujourd'hui Demain.
And she made this beautiful macaron that looks amazing. It is raspberry macaron.
Yes, raspberry, rhubarb, and vanilla cream.
So it's raspberry, rhubarb, and vanilla cream inside. Okay. And do you usually put some fruit in the macaron? How it is the traditional way?
No, it depends. Sometimes you put only ganache, chocolate ganache with white chocolate or dark chocolate.
Okay.
And sometimes you can put some fruits,
Okay.
red fruits.
So it depends on the
if you
chef.
want. Yes.
All right. And this one is made with aquafaba, right? This is what made with aquafaba. Looks beautiful. Thank you so much for
Thank you
making
so
this for
much.
us.
Merci beaucoup.
So what is the way of eating macarons in France? You eat in the morning, in the afternoon, with coffee, or just like this?
I'd say macaron is more like an afternoon tea pastry. So you would eat it, but it's it's something rare. It's not something we eat every day.
Something for special occasions more, or it's more like
it's
everyday
just-
pastry?
It's not like everyday pastry. It's not like for special occasions either. But it's something we maybe we do on a one Sunday for pleasure.
Okay. They are very crunchy outside, but inside they should be like soft or chewy. What should be the perfect texture?
Well, inside it's more like chewy, yeah.
Yes.
But there are different ways of making them, of course, and this one is an elaborate one.
Okay, because sometimes they are very dry. They're supposed to be dry or not?
Maybe not super dry, but I'd say at least a bit chewy.
Chewy, a bit chewy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now we're going to Comptoir Veggie, which is a coffee shop, and we're gonna have other croissants there, and also Madeleine, a traditional small French cake, which is traditionally made with eggs, but now we're gonna have it the plant-based way.
Wow, looking forward.
We have 2 croissants.
Oh, they look very French.
And we have also the Madeleine. This is how they look like. They're traditionally made with eggs.
Oh, yeah, this fluffy, soft cake,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
I love them.
Do you know what do they use instead of eggs to make it?
So it depends. I think to make it whole together, they usually use starch, like maybe cornstarch or potato starch. I know.
Buttery caramel, biscuit smell.
You know, there's this French expression called la Madeleine de Proust, because there's this French author called Proust, who, when he eats a Madeleine, so this cake, it reminds him of his childhood. So whenever we do something and experience something that throws us back to the earlier times, we say it's a Madeleine de Proust.
So we have 2 types of madeleines. One I think with vanilla.
No, one is nature,
Nature.
so like regular one, the traditional one, and one is
chocolate.
Yeah.
I will try the traditional one. They're not very sweet. Like a bit salty even. Like it's not very sweet pastry. Very fluffy, soft. A bit like a sponge cake. Why here? Is the place special, famous?
The 12th arrondissement, well, it's one of my favorite ones. It's
Okay.
less famous than the others,
Okay.
but it's still one of my favorite ones. I think they do really good cakes. They do one of the best croissants I had in Paris.
Oh, okay, so these are one of the best croissants here. All right, we will try them. Look beautiful, definitely. So it's another vegan place, vegan patisserie here.
Yes.
What is the specialty here?
So this is a vegan tea room. They do very refined pastries.
Okay.
And also specialty tea. So they
Specialty
do like exceptional teas from different places in the world.
Okay. So you could have an afternoon tea here actually.
Yeah, completely.
Wow.
That's the point.
So this cake here, the white cake, is so good. It's the best cake for a birthday. No other cakes.
It's a typical tea room, so there's a very wide selection of different teas from all the world. It's difficult to choose something, there are so many different kinds. Do you have your favorite tea here?
I'd say the Black Heaven scent. I like black tea. So
Okay.
yeah, the Black Heaven scent is from Sri Lanka. And I really liked it. So
Wow. We are in France, in Paris. Paris, the city of love. So I think I will go with Mon Amour tea because this has some notes of strawberries and flowers, orchid flowers. Sounds very good. It's a bestseller tea here, so I'm very, very curious about this one. So I'm going to order Mon Amour tea. Here you get a special clock. They are very professional about tea. You have different timings here, so each tea needs different timings. So we have green, black and herbal. Actually my Mon Amour tea will need 3 minutes to be ready to drink. Here we order another macaron. So this is like very typical pastry for tea. We have lemon and pistachio. Let's see how they taste. So this is a lemon one. You can really taste lemon. It's quite sour. So the base is very crunchy and chewy inside. I think it's how the macaron should be. This is again very strong pistachio taste. I like it more than the lemon because I love pistachios. I like the cream, so I think it's pretty good macaron. Frank, tell me, is tea very popular in France? Are there many people drinking tea?
it is popular. I'd say it's maybe not as popular as coffee, but it's not that far behind either.
Adam, you also have your tea here.
I need to wait that everything goes
Oh, you have to wait. Okay.
Oh.
down when everything goes down here and then it's
And your tea is
And then
ready.
it's perfect.
my tea is not ready.
And do you drink tea with milk in France?
I do, but maybe the British are more used to drink black tea with milk, and the
Okay.
French are like, some do, some don't. I do.
Okay. Which milk do you use?
I use oat milk.
Oat milk.
Yeah, that's my to-go milk for anything like to drink raw or to cook or
Oh, right. Okay.
to pastries.
Great. We have really good tea. I love my Mon Amour tea. It is a very delicate taste. It's a mixture of black and green tea with some fruit notes and flower notes. So very nice tea of love. Frank, I noticed that in many places where we go, there is this map. What is it?
So that's a map that I actually created. It's the map that has all the vegan restaurants and cafes in Paris.
So this is the vegan tourist map that you can buy in many places, in the cafes.
All the different places where you can find my map are available on my Instagram, Vegan Tourist Paris.
Okay, so there are many places where there are only vegan places or places with vegan options as well.
Other places that are referred there are 100% vegan.
Oh wow! So it's very helpful tool when you come to Paris and you don't know where to go. You just grab the map, you can buy the map, and then your trip will be much easier. Because believe me, it's very difficult. If you go to a normal non-vegan place, there are almost no options, maybe except fries or salads. So this will help you a lot to find yourself in Paris, to not starve in Paris if you are vegan, because there are many nice places, right? I see
Yes.
in the map there are like, I think there are more than 40 places on the map, right?
There are more than 70 places.
More than 70 places there. So it's fantastic tool for you. And then believe me, your trip to Paris will be much better. It will be amazing culinary experience.
We are finishing our tour with Frank, and we are super happy with the service, with the places that he has showed us, and we would like to recommend it to you because it's ticked, it's checked, and spontaneously we got a good offer from Frank for all our viewers. If you are going to contact Frank, tell him that you are from the channel, so you will get a special discount, and we say big thank you for your hospitality. Merci
Thank you so
beaucoup.
much. Merci à vous.